The two forms of communication in animals that integrate body functions to maintain homeostasis are nervous system and endocrine system. Nervous system, here neurons transmit electrical signals that report information or initiate a quick response in a specific tissue. Endocrine system, here hormones, which are slower chemical signals which initiate a widespread and prolonged response, often in a variety of tissues. Course contents of this chapter include neuron communication and nervous system in both invertebrates and vertebrates. This lecture is on the topic neurons. Neuron structure. Neurons contain three principal parts. These include cell body, dendrites and axon. Cell body. The cell body has a large central nucleus. Here you see that this is the diagram of a neuron and it is the cell body, and this cell body contains the nucleus. Dendrites. The word dendrites is derived from a Greek word dendron, which means tree. Dendrites are short thread-like branches which are extensions of the cell body and conduct signal towards the cell body. Here you see that these are the dendrites, and these dendrites are short thread-like branches which are actually the extensions of the cell body, and they conduct signals towards the cell body. Axon. Axon is a relatively long cylindrical process that conducts signal or information away from the cell body. For example, here you see that this is the axon and this is the it is relatively long, and it transmit or it conducts signal away from the cell body. There are some other structures which are also present in the neuron. These include myelin sheath. Myelin sheath, it is the laminated lipid sheath around the neuron which is called as myelin. Here you see that this is the axonal terminal, or this is the axon of a neuron, and it is wrapped with the myelin. The neurons of hydras and sea anemones do not have a sheath covering the axon of the neuron. Other invertebrates and all vertebrates have sheathed neurons. Neurolamocytes or the Schwann cells. Neurolamocytes are present in some neurons. They wrap the myelin sheath in layers. However, some gaps are left in these neurons. For example, here you see that the neurolamocytes they actually wrap the myelin sheath in layers, and some gaps are left. Here you see that some gaps are left in these neurons. These gaps are called neurofibril nodes, which are formerly named as node of Ranvier. Here you see that these are the neurofibril nodes which were formerly named as nodes of Ranvier. These nodes make the myelin sheath segmented at regular intervals. The neurolamocyte also assists in the regeneration of injured myelinated neurons. Comparison of nervous system and neuron. The nervous system receives data, integrates it, and effects a change in animal's physiology. How how we compare neuron with the nervous system. In a given neuron, the dendrites are the receptors, the cell body is the integrator, and the ends of the axon are the effectors. Neurons, the basic functional units of nervous system. Neurons are specialized to produce signals. These signals can be communicated over short to relatively long distances from one part of an animal's body to another. Neurons have two important properties. These include excitability and conductivity. Excitability is the ability to respond to a stimuli, and conductivity is the ability to conduct a signal. The three functional types of neurons are sensory neuron, interneurons and motor neurons. Sensory neurons. The neurons which transmit nerve impulse from receptors to central nervous system is called the sensory neuron. There are two types of sensory neuron. These include the receptor sensory neuron and the effector sensory neuron. Receptor sensory neurons, some sensory neurons, they act as receptors. They receive stimuli directly. Effector sensory neurons, some sensory neurons are activated by receptors. These are called effector sensory neurons. Here you see that this is the a diagram of a sensory neuron, and here you see these are the dendrites. The dendrites, they receive the signals and send it towards the cell body, and from cell body the signals are transmitted to the axon. Changes in the internal or external environment stimulate sensory neurons, which respond by sending signals to the major integrating centers where information is processed. Interneurons. The neurons which form integrating centers are called interneuron. They receive signals from sensory neurons and transmit them to the motor neurons. For example, here you see that this is the diagram of the interneuron, and these are the dendrites which send signal towards the cell body, and from cell body the signals are transmitted to the axon. Motor neurons. The neurons which transmit the nerve impulse to effectors are called motor neurons. Here you see that this is the dendrite of the motor neuron, and it is the cell body, and this is the axon, and this axon it ends at the effector. Motor neurons send the processed information via signal to the body's effector. Effectors may include the muscle or gland. If the effector is a muscle, so the information may cause the muscle to contract, or if it is the gland, then the information may cause the gland to secrete a hormone. Summary of the flow of information in the nervous system. Here this flow sheet indicates the generalized pathway for the flow of information within the nervous system. An input stimulus initiates impulses within some sensory structure which are the receptors. The impulses are then transferred via sensory neurons to the interneurons. After response selection, nerve impulses are generated and transferred along the motor neurons to the effector, which elicit the appropriate output response. Summary of today's lecture. This lecture was on the topic neurons. Neuron structure. Neuron contains three principal parts, which include cell body, dendrites and axon. Here you see that this is the diagram of a neuron, and here you see that these are the dendrites, and it is the cell body which contains the nucleus, and this is the axon. Neurons are the basic functional units of nervous system. There are three functional types of neurons, which include the sensory neurons, interneurons and motor neurons, and here you see that this is the sensory neuron, and it is the interneuron, and this is the motor neuron. So, this was all about today's lecture. I hope you well understood this topic.